Alright then, people. Welcome back to 7 Days to Die, and I have an auto shotgun, biker armor, and a double barrel, concussion, much confusion. Um, this isn't where we left off. And yet, it definitely is the right one. I've got my YouTube one, my full game, which I've played not for a long time now, and my shots, which is where I get my thumbnails and such, and do all the stuff where I'd have the editor on and spawn stuff in and such. And obviously, I do keep the two separate because I don't want to be cheating on my game. But yeah, it seems I may have done a slight boo-boo and actually used my YouTube one rather than the shots one. So sorry all, but yeah, I've screwed up that playthrough rather well. I could obviously go jumping back in and just delete out the stuff or throw it out or whatever and carry on, but in truth, it was kind of a good thing because I was doing it day by day and it was boring me. I'm not sure if it was boring the rest of you, but it wasn't something that I'm, let's say, skilled at, shall we? Going a day by day and keeping it interesting. So we're going to rearrange this series, I think. And what we're going to do is we're going to do it as a 28 days later series. We're going to try recording the first day through, although now, as I've already got 2 episodes out, this first day will be the explanation like this, and it will also be cut down into what I can actually fit into the first day now that I'm running through it rather than doing a tutorial of how to do the mushroom mine again. So we're going to delete off that one and we're going to recreate it so it's a fresh start, and then we will jump in and do the basics, shall we? First off, apologies, I do have a cold, so I probably sound like a crank caller, and Darth Vader had a baby. So we'll have to put up with it though, because I needed to get this video out, else I was going to put it off even longer and probably not do one. Now, to save you all too much pain, what I will do is, rather than continue this all the way through and do the same stuff again of all the challenges and such, I will quickly skip it through to the second POI that I did on the first day for Trader Rect, as I ran through faster on that one, and I'll limit myself to that 10 minutes. So we'll do a little bit of magic here, and then we'll jump onto that one. So here we are at the New Life Hope Cabin. I've got to admit, this POI is one that I have been looking at and thinking that I will probably keep it as my base for the first horde, for the simple fact of I can actually make a horde base just across the line there in the burnt biome, and of course we'll be going to the burnt biome for trader gems when we get the open trader routes. No, my luck, it'll probably be nowhere near me, but I'm gonna be hopeful. Anyway, 28 days later, what's the idea with that? Well, first off, rather than doing 28 days as 28 episodes, we're going to reduce it down quite a bit, because I feel that me doing 28 days would drag it out a bit. Even if I reduced each one down to a 20-minute episode, then that's still going to be just under 14 hours worth of episodes, which is that's a lot of content to keep you captivated with. And I'm not the best of content providers on YouTube. You know, I'm not going to pretend otherwise. And it's something I'm still getting used to. So 28 days, the way I'm going to do it, is going to hopefully break me into it a bit easily, because who wants it too rough to start with, eh? Anyway, yeah, sorry. I'm going to blame my cold for my mind at the moment. But 28 days, as I said, I will get to it. We're going to do the day 1, and then days 2 through to 6. I'm probably going to condense down in vanilla to 1 episode, maybe 2, if there's enough interesting POIs to put in for episodes. Then we'll do 1 episode for day 7, which of course will be the Horde, and a catch up what's happened during the rest of the week that we haven't put on the clips. After that, we'll do the same for the next couple of weeks, so that we do the day 14 Horde, the 21 Horde, and we will finish at the day 28 Horde. Maybe at that point, if we're feeling cocky, we might advance it forward a few days, maybe quite a few days, and see how our horde and our skills hold up to a larger horde. But we'll see about that. But apart from doing this on vanilla, I am also going to be trying to spread it out and do the same with some of the 7 Days to Die mods. I'll probably be sticking to using the mod launcher rather than going through the hassle of installing the files in a second copy of 7 Days to Die. I do actually still have a version of the Wasteland mod that I've done that way, and I can still play that, and I may still play that, but it's on Alpha 21, and in truth, I'm hoping it'll come out as the version 1, so I can delete that off and hopefully find it on the mod launcher and do it through that. On the mod launcher, of course, there are also older versions like the Alpha 21s and the 20s and such, so you could find older mods that haven't got a version 1 yet. Like, for instance, I believe I have seen Undead Legacy on there, but it's not what I've downloaded, else I would go down that rabbit hole, because I did quite enjoy that mod. But on that front, the ones that I have tried, so far I have really only tried the Where's UK mod that's on the mod launcher, but I did enjoy it, and so I think I will be doing that as the next playthrough. And there are a few things that I've learned on it that made the start hopefully a bit easier. I mean, we'll have to find out when I actually do the playthrough, of course. But yeah, it's a mod there's a lot to learn on, but there is a lot to do on and get lost into. So we'll see how that goes. Apart from that, there's also other mods on there that I'm sure a lot of you have seen, people like Genosis and Guns, Nerds and Steel playing, like the District Zero one, the Afterlife mod, and I believe there's one that's Outback Roadies or something, Prep Apocalypse. So we might have a look at those. Same time, might give the Dishong Tower challenge a go and see if we could do that. But I feel like that might actually take us a little bit longer than 28 days anyway, so maybe not. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, apart from that, we will also be going back to doing the game development videos at some point. I have carried on with the next game and done a little bit. In truth, my personal life has been a bit busy at the moment with figuring things out for the house and actually sorting out my area to record and such. As it is, I did get a new mic. I doubt you're noticing the difference thanks to this fantastic cold, but it is something that I can tweak the settings on a bit more, hopefully get my voice through a little bit more clearly rather than sounding like it's been recorded inside a bucket. But yeah, I mean, there's lots for me to do, and another reason for me to do these 28 days series is I know that I'm not going to get the largest amount of viewers. I mean, a lot of people are doing them, and, you know, 99% of those are going to be doing them better than me, if not closer to 100. But, you know, I need to start somewhere. I need to learn these things, and this is where it is. I mean, I've got to learn the best way to be recording it, the best way to be doing the audio, and then, of course, the best way to be editing it. And that's aside from what's the best content to include on it. So, for instance, like this, I feel that me recording over afterwards isn't exactly the most immersive experience, and so I will be trying to actually record my audio and my reaction live with the gameplay as I do it, even if I end up chopping those videos down and condensing them into shorter days. I might do a slight voiceover if I end up condensing a few clips together, just to give the idea of what's happened, but in general, I will try and keep it to me actually recording my voice at the same time as playing the game, unless, of course, something goes terribly wrong. And at the same time, that is something that I would like to try and get a bit more use with OBS for the simple fact of then I can actually record the gameplay audio and my own audio separately. So, yeah, we'll see if I can figure that out. And again, this is something I can learn through whilst doing the vanilla 28 days, which will hopefully still get a few laughs and chuckles and give everyone a few tips here and there on things. Like, for instance, that a bone knife really isn't the best for getting through a hay bale, and perhaps that I should have been using the shovel to begin with. But anyway, yeah. One thing to point out here is, yes, I do know it is a retrieve the supplies. Yes, I know I haven't got them yet. Yes, I know I've been to this building a couple of times, and they're on that top floor up there, just underneath a little bit of broken metal. The only reason I haven't got them yet is because I've got a load of junk on me, and once I collect the supplies, of course, they stay in my inventory. So they might as well wait a little bit until I'm done. There are no zombies left. I went through and killed those before it got to 10 o'clock, so that it was nice and safe to explore. And as I said, I think this may very well be somewhere that I'm staying at. So, yeah, I might have a quick go through this in the next few days in between the other POIs. But the main idea is that I'll be getting the bike and getting to trade a gem before day 7. And then we can have those tier 2 jobs started by then. And hopefully get into tier 3 as well before the day 14 horde, of course. And the further we can get through those tiers, the higher progression we get. And of course, the more interesting the hordes are going to be. But for now, of course, we're very far off of that. We're still, in fact, with a sprain that I had when I arrived at this POI. So, yeah, I'm going to sort my bits out here now. Yes, I do collect those supplies, as I said, don't worry, before I log off, because yes, I do know if I log off, then of course I'm going to lose them. We saw it in the video. I did do one, honest. But yeah, thanks for staying with me, and I hope you stay with me for the rest of the 28 days series. What I'm going to be doing is I will leave this as a final video on the 7 days playlist, and then I will also put this as a video, the first video in a new playlist called 28 days later, 7 days vanilla mode, or words to the effect of. Point is, I'll be doing a separate playlist for this and any other mods that I do in the 28 days style. But anyway, I'm waffling, I'm struggling, I've got this cold, and apart from that, it has been affecting my sleep, so I am a bit dazed anyway. It's getting late, and I have an early morning for work. So, thank you all for bearing with me, and I hope we're going to have some fun with this series. I hope it's something you enjoy, and I hope I learned something as well. So, stay safe. Thanks for watching. Thanks for any likes and any comments, any advice, any tips. Then feel free to drop them down there. And I will catch you the next time. Stay safe all. Bye-bye.